Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Another episode of Coloring Passports. Today we're doing the spinner dolphin, and this one's different than any one we've done so far because these guys are completely under the water, not above the water, under the water. Now, I wonder though, if I draw a line here, I would have to distort this though. I was gonna say, if I draw a line like this, just across his body, and then have this part out of the water, this like he's coming into for a spin. This sweet baby under the water. I don't even know. I don't even know. In this, you can see, in the photograph, you can see the white sand bottom, so it's like a powder blue image because of the water atmosphere over the sand itself. Okay, so how do we do this? So we're gonna have red, orange, yellow, grays up here on top where the sun's hitting him. And then we're gonna have blue, green, lavender grays down here on this guy where the water is in between the two dolphin. And then the blue, green, lavender. Sorry, y'all. I am trying to wake up this morning. Here. I'm gonna grab this sky blue light, which I'm gonna have to order right now as soon as I'm done with this, because look how short this is. Look how short this is. I'm gonna have to get the pencil holder in order to be able to use the entirety of this. Gonna come in here. I know that there's some blues right here. It's casting shadows. I know that there's like blues on his body back here. This is kind of a and I know this entire dolphin has blues on him, and I'm just gonna come in right now and start laying all that in there. There we go. Also want some of that blue in this dorsal fin here. There we go. I want some of this blue up here underneath his jaw. That works. I want some of that blue here. There's like a white spot there. I'm gonna keep this one out so I know what I've used. Okay, so here we go. Lots of these colors. Lots and lots of these colors. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is grab the 30 French. Is this 30 or 50? I can't see. It's 90 French gray. Let's try to find a lighter color. A lighter French gray first. Okay, let's do the 20% warm gray first. So up in here, hello. And then definitely here. Super light color. And that's not the correct color yet. It's not the color we're gonna settle on. It's got a line right there. It's got a line underneath here. There's a line right there. We have a little bit of leeway to really play with his eye shape on this one, which is kind of fun because we haven't had that opportunity before. Y'all, I just ate breakfast and I feel incredibly tired. Any of y'all get tired after you eat? It's so annoying. I feel like I need to go run it off. Okay, I'm gonna bring the same gray color up here because I just want to start building some color on this sweet baby dolphin here. And I gotta say, I feel like my eye is getting better. It's miraculous to me how the body heals itself. Definitely gray underneath the pectoral fin. This is the back side of his pec fin back here, and so there's some, it's not as solid, it's a little bit lighter in some areas, so you're gonna see some greens because that water's reflecting off the white parts. Cool. Same gray in here. However, we're going to shift the hue in a little bit and darken that up significantly. Sweet dolphin playing upside down with his friend. These guys are highly social creatures. Love their friendships. Shadow line here. Definite shadow line here. This one's gonna be a little more, we really gotta pay attention to what I'm doing with this one. And you see that I am not coloring everything. I'm just laying in some random patchy dark areas here. And I'm going to come in with some pinks and some mauves. And some purples, because this is going to be more purple as it goes back. So it's red, orange, yellow, gray, green, blue, purple, and then purple as it goes back as well. So we've used this and this. We've got a 90 French gray here. I'm sure this is the pile we had left over from the Ganges River dolphin that I didn't put away because I knew I was going to need this. Definitely going to use this slate down here on this sweet baby. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's my color. Let's come in here with the slate, darken up that line. This line gets a little bit of love here. This is a shadow. Seriously annoying that I draw every single line on this. Makes it more challenging to do the illustrations, but I can't leave the illustration pages blank because then you would really be frustrated. Okay. And it's a learning process for me as well. Learning what needs to be drawn and what doesn't need to be drawn, because I've never illustrated these before. I'm starting where you are. Yeah, I have a command of color and not much fear of the process because I'm accustomed to working things out like this. So that's my only advantage. I've never illustrated any of these before. Each time you see me do an illustration, it is literally the first time I've done one in this species. So this guy again separated by the water. So remember that Selden, what is it called? Celadon green. That Celadon green. We're gonna come in here and add some of that Celadon green to this sweet baby's belly. I like it because it gives the illusion that the water is reflecting off of a white belly, but it also is low enough intensity that it will sit behind and below the top dolphin here. And I should let y'all know that I have an eye injury right now. I have an ulcer on the inside of my eyelid. So I'm having to wear a pair of glasses that are like 6-7 years old. So when I tell you that I can't see what I'm doing, I'm really not exaggerating. I literally can barely see what I'm doing. So if these illustrations turn out less than stellar, I'm using that as an excuse. I'm sticking to that as my excuse. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of this green up here to his belly. Just a touch, just a little. Cool. Yes, indeed it is cool. Okay, so we've got dolphin underneath, this dolphin's on top, both dolphins are underwater, which is a completely different illustration than what we've done prior. So this is the 70 warm gray. I want to sharpen some of these because I have really used these down to nubbies here. And I like a sharp point, so yeah. I've barely used this one. You see how I can tell that one's never been sharpened. That's factory direct. Not very many colors left in here that have that kind of sharp. So let's take a break and sharpen some pencils. Okay. So I've got two dolphins on two different planes here, and one is taking some direct light. The other one has a little bit of light, but is further below him, and the water is the atmosphere. So the top dolphin, these guys are naturally a little more beigey pinky than some of the other dolphins you're accustomed to seeing. These guys have kind of some markings, like Fraser dolphins are a little more beigey pinky too, instead of the blue grays. So I'm going to attempt to set this dolphin up with this color palette here and then add some more of the grays back in. And then the bottom is going to have, I don't know if you can tell this or not from the camera, but these are more blues, greens, and purple grays. These are more red, orange, yellow, lavender grays. And so this is gonna separate the two, hopefully. I don't know, could be a hot mess. We'll see. I almost feel like I should do the bottom one first, but Kay has trained me to always start with, that was my pencil sharpener hitting the ground because I just had to sharpen all these. Kay has trained me to start with the most intense part in the painting and then work your way around. So for me, the most intense part of this painting is right here on this dorsal fin and then right here on his back. So I'm going to take this is eggshell. And I want you to know there's no right or wrong way to do this. In fact, if I had to do this again, I possibly would do it several different ways. I probably wouldn't even start the exact same way twice. I'm gonna take some of this gray lavender right over the top of that, putting that in here, back here on this, back here on this. definitely have some of that great lavender back here. This one lends itself to be a little more involved color-wise, and I don't know how involved we really want to get with this, because as this goes back, I'm gonna come right over the top of that green with this lavender here. I mean, this dolphin, you're gonna get to clearly see all the colors of the rainbow with this one dolphin here. It's gonna be magical. So I just picked up the 10% French gray. It's more of a yellow gray, but it's a lower intensity. Putting it right over some of that lavender that I just laid down. And I can already see almost every color in the rainbow on this top dolphin here. It's not looking great yet, but it's gonna get there. So, let's see here. Let's grab some of this Deco Peach. Oh yeah, that's gonna read like pink back here. Perfect. We've got some spots of this back here. We've got some spots of it on the dorsal fin up here. Just kind of go over everything we've done so far, and that's going to be darker. This is going to have lots of that pink on its side because he's really highlighted here. And again, it's called Deco Peach, but it's reading like pink, and that's exactly what I wanted. And then I want some more of it right here. So we're gonna blend some of this out. Look how nice that looks blended together. Then I know we've got some of this right in here, and we're gonna come over the top of that with some other colors. I think the key for me getting my work done is to not eat until I'm absolutely finished for the day. So I know this is gonna be crazy, but I see in here this black raspberry is what this color is called. Gonna keep pressing you to believe that we are all every color of the rainbow. Gonna take that same black raspberry. And this isn't the greatest reference photo that I'm working from here. This photo needs to be edited, but I find that sometimes it's better to try to edit with the colored pencils. Come in up here with the same black raspberry. I'm gonna color right over the top of this. And then we're gonna come over that with some gray in just a second, because I want it to be darker and definitely not as intense as it is right now. So we're gonna come over with some purple and some gray. Look how nice that is. Look how it just makes my heart happy when I see all of this color. Okay, so I'm gonna come over some of this with the lavender again and just blend some of this out. Because it's a lot. I need to get a blending pencil or 10 from Prismacolors because then I wouldn't have to lay down color that I might not necessarily want in there in order to do the blending. But look how smashingly beautiful this is. Look at that. See how well those colors just blend? I mean, they just lend themselves to being so blendable. It's just amazing. Okay. Well, he's starting to take shape. Okay, I'm gonna set this one down. Now, I want a little more yellow in this. So I'm gonna come over here and choose some yellows. Now, I definitely don't want a yellow-green color. So I wanna be really careful about that. Also, kind of feel like the salmon pink, yes, is also a great color for right here. Just kind of color over that real quick. I'm going to add a little bit of this yellow right here real quick because he's got some beautiful sunsetty colors hitting him right here. Oh my goodness. This is so much fun. Okay, so these two colors were smashing heads here. Now I have this just straight up beige. Let's see what it looks like. Yep. gonna add some of this pink back here. Yep, here we go. That's the color. So he's got some pink showing through right there, some pink showing through here. I don't know. By the time I'm finished, he might be a total hot mess. But let's just see where it goes. In right here. This is a little bit pinky in here. This is pink rose. I don't know if this is going to be okay or not. If not, this is our total experimental dolphin, and we're just gonna giggle and get on down the road with it because I may or may not be doing this correctly. I'm still not 100% sure about that. I'm gonna add some of this yellow right here, kind of highlight some of this. I'm gonna add some yellow here on his snout, his rostrum. Gonna add some yellow here. I'm obviously going to have to sharpen this as I attempt to add more and more yellow to this sweet baby dolphin's face. Okay. This is a no. I don't want that one. It's too dark. This is the henna. You see that he still feels awfully pink here. But I think that will change when we come in with the gray over the top of all of this. This needs to be a lot darker right in here. This needs to be like this. This kind of goes here. This comes up here. Gonna blue gray that, no problem. We definitely want to darken all of this. This is definitely darker here. What color is this? This is the black raspberry. What color is this? Warm gray. What color is this? That is warm gray as well. What color is this? Espresso. And that's French gray. That's warm gray. %30 warm gray. Let's start giving this a go. I don't like that. I'm gonna say yes to this right here, but then I'm gonna put the warm gray down. I'm gonna grab my cool gray again. 70% cool gray. What is this? Is this, that's warm. That might not be terrible. Where's my cool grays? Warm gray, beige. Slate gray. That's definitely in that. %cool gray. Let's play with this color for just a minute. I'm gonna color pretty hard right in through here. Just really start laying that in. This all has got to go darker. What have we learned? We've learned that eating breakfast and then doing these tutorials is a terrible idea. That's what we've learned. Okay. Well, I'm not liking this at all. Not even kind of. Let's get in here with some more color and see if we can't pull this out of the pits of not happening. The pits of not working at all. The pits of what were you thinking, Rio? The pits of, I thought you said you knew how to do this. Got the slate gray, and I'm trying to cooperate here with what's already down, and as well as correct some of this color that isn't 100% great. This guy's got a lot going on. We just gotta cover up some of that red. That's the slate. This is the Deco Peach. Right over the top of that. As you can see, the light's hitting that pretty significantly. Gonna take that cream right over the top of it as well. Gonna take some of that French gray. Well, I think this is gonna end up being a nope. Nope, didn't work. We gave it a solid try, but it didn't work out. That's how it's feeling right now. That's exactly how this painting is feeling right now. It's feeling like a big hardcore nope. Okay, so how do I pull us out of this tailspin? Because we are definitely in a tailspin. We are plummeting to the ground, face first. And I don't know that there's an escape hatch on this, so I need a dark umber. Let's see if that is going to help. Well, it might. I don't know what happened here. I started out really strong on this one and then it just went south, okay? It just literally went south. I'm working with a really difficult photograph. I'm working with colors I typically do not work with. So, I don't know what's happening here. This is like science fiction. I mean, literally, it's like science fiction. I almost want to just color over the entire thing with fluorescent pink and be like, look, it's pop art. And I know that I've got to bring some of this into it. Oh, wow. And that is just going to intensify the pink that I have in here. So I gotta come over the top of that with some red. He's in the water though, so this is going to, the water is going to reflect off his body in weird ways. I mean, that is normal and that is natural and that, wow, that is the right color right there. Okay. So that's correct. We've got this right here. So maybe we just stop with the colored pencils. Let me get some of this in here. Oh. Okay, how's that looking? Okay, well, it's not terrible. This is the light, this is the gray-green light. There's grays all throughout this set of colored pencils. It's really a remarkable set of colored pencils. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna get rid of that one and just leave this one and just keep playing with these colors and not have that as a distraction down below. How are you gonna do that, Rio, you ask? Let me show you. So this needs to have a little more purple in it as it goes back, a little more purple gray. There it is. It's at 90% warm gray. And I'm going to grab a touch of this, go right over the top of that, which is probably more intensity than I really needed in there. And then this is that, what was I just using? Where was it? Gray-green light. It's kind of working. This is going to be a great practice for the next one that I do, because there's one in here that's all sunsetty or sunrise colors, however you want to look at it. And there's like 4 dolphins in the photo. I don't know what I was thinking when I was like, oh my goodness, that'd be a great idea. Because I always feel like that it's going to get boring if I don't give you different compositions to do, and then when I do those I think, wow, that was probably highly unnecessary. Okay, now I'm taking this warm gray and I'm pushing down super hard on this. And I'm coming in and I'm adding some highlights where the light is definitely gonna be hitting this. Right there, I'm gonna go right over the top of that with some of this Deco Peach, no, Salmon Pink, because that is definitely a spot that the light is definitely hitting. Light's definitely hitting him right here too. Light is definitely hitting him right here as well. Okay, this is starting to come to life. Light is definitely hitting him right here. Light is definitely hitting here. Now let's get in here with some of this yellow and let's be brave. Ooh. Do we want to be that brave? Wow, Rio, that's excessively brave. Now let's tone that down with some of this gray-green. But I'm telling you, the light's hitting him there. I know that the light is hitting him there. That's got to get darker. 50% warm gray. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to put in a ton of darkness here on this. Then I'm going to go over it with that. Light green gray. pushing so hard that I'm breaking my colored pencils, if that tells you anything. And then I'm going to take this broken piece and I'm just going to squish it in there so I'm not wasting any of that color. There we go. Come right over the top, and again, I'm not coloring everything. You see that I'm just leaving some lines. It's a little bit wishy-washy in there, but it is in there. I'm going to come in and add some more color to some of these areas here and here. And then I'm going to add a little bit more shadow here. Then I'm going to come right over the top of this. That all needs to be darker back there. I can totally see that that needs to be darker back there. What are we doing with this? This little guy right here, I almost just want to paint over him and make him disappear. My goodness. This is the 50% warm gray, and it's purple. It's a purple. It's a very beautiful reddish purple gray. It's exactly what color this is. I'm also telling you that there's some of that blueberry in this now, or the black raspberries back here. I can see it, but man, you gotta be super careful with that because it's super intense. You gotta go over it and scribble that in with the light green. That whole area is darker than what I have it colored, but I'm having commitment issues. Taking that pen and I'm just going over and making some graphic illustration marks where the light is maybe reflecting off of this dolphin. and some of them I'm touching and going over again, and some of them I'm leaving. And I like it. What I don't like is this. I think my problem with this particular dolphin right here is genuinely my own eyesight at this particular moment in time, because like I said, I'm only using one eye and I just can't see, and I can't see him. Like that though. Look how nice that is. This should be darker. It should be darker. It should be as dark as this. Okay, but I'm a little challenged with how to make that happen. So I'm going to come in here with this gray. This is the 30% cool warm gray. And then this part of him is even darker. This part is even darker still. This is like one of those markings on their face. They have like this little happy mark on their face. This is super dark, so, and I know that that is super dark. I know it is. I know it is. And this is even darker here. I'm gonna get it. So that was the 30. This is the slate gray. Some slate gray right here, a little bit right there. Oh my goodness, we have lots of, oh, that's cool. Okay, so I took that white pen, right, and I kind of made some squiggles, and then I went right over the top of it. Now I'm just using that slate gray to create a shadow right there underneath that belly. A little lavender here as it's going away. Got a super dark pectoral fin, got a super dark tail fin, gotta have some shadows in here from this. This is super dark here, this is all dark around his eye. I mean, like, he's super dark here, super dark right here, super dark right here where his melon meets his rostrum. He's dark on the back side here. He's dark right here. Just gonna shade that in. He's super dark, like right here. This one's messy. Sorry, this one's just messy. Needs to have some green on it too. Where's my... Okay, So nothing exciting about this dolphin here. I'm not real happy with it. Gonna come in and kind of draw some lines on him. Come in over it with some white. Okay, this one we're just gonna let it go. We're just gonna let it go. Okay, so now, what color do I draw around the back side of it? We're gonna do the baby blues. Because we could spend hours and hours and hours perfecting this, but he's not terrible. Look what we did. So, what color do we go around this dolphin with? I'm gonna say Caribbean Sea. Absolutely, look at that. Look at that color. Look what that does to him. Look how, oh, I love this so much. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I thought I was not gonna like it. I complained about the idea of having to do dolphins because I wasn't sure that I could do them justice because I had never done them before. And after I started studying them so that I could effectively, you know, do a good job on the book, I started becoming more and more fond of them, and now I find myself getting super excited when I hear one come out of the water. Especially at night when we're fishing and you can't see them, but you can hear them. I find that to be incredibly exciting. I don't know if this is what I should have done. I'm so new to this graphic illustration stuff that I'm just learning what I like. And isn't that what this is supposed to be about? We're learning how to create these together, and it's fun. Now, I wasn't a fan of this at all when I started, and now look at that dolphin. I like that a lot. I like it so much that I actually am gonna break out the gouache here and do a touch of gouache on this with my big fat brush. Where's my big fat brush? Right there. And I don't, this is barely wet. I don't want to get too crazy with it because I did not, I didn't prep the back paper with any sort of colored pencil, so there's no barrier. So you gotta, I want you to be very careful if you follow my footsteps here. This paintbrush is barely wet, it's just damp. Just damp. Color right over the top of that. That damp, barely there. Woo! All right, there it is. I am happy. I didn't think I was gonna be able to pull that off, but here we are. I like it. I like it a lot. Is it an exact representation? Probably not. However, I do appreciate the way that it looks. Okay, so that took a fistful of colored pencils. Wow, I'm happy. All right, y'all, that's your spinner dolphin tutorial. I'm Rio. Thanks for joining me in the studio. This has been Coloring Passports, and I will catch you on the next page.